Good morning. Second year BA semester 4 and second year BSc semester 4 semester don't know. Computer networks. Computer networks are different types of networks or network topologies. Different types of networks or network topologies. Another the compulsory set of question. Today we discuss about it. So, what is topology? Topology means there are some set of rules and regulations to form some devices or to form some system. Generally, these topologies are formed by international organizations. So, today's objectives are describe about the basic and hybrid LAN physical topologies and their uses, advantages and disadvantages. Describe the backbone structure that form the foundation for most LANs. So, various physical topologies means different types of networks, network systems, network structures, and what are their features, applications and disadvantages of LANs, WANs and MANs. LAN means local area network, WAN means wide area network and MAN means metropolitan area networks. So, simple physical topology. Physical topology, what is a topology means? Topology is nothing but a logical structure or some design of the network established. Means how to establish a network by using various network devices and network instruments with various types by forming various forms of networks by forming various network forms. So, physical topology, physical layout of nodes on a network. Node means, what is a node? Node means it is a client or a client system. So, physical topology means physical layout, how the nodes or clients are formed or connected with each other on a network. There are different types of, we may choose different types of structures for these networks. So, four fundamental shapes are bus, ring, star and mesh. Bus network or bus topology, ring network or ring topology, star network or star topology and mesh network and mesh topology. May create hybrid topologies. Hybrid topologies means combination of two or more. Topology integral to type of network, cabling, infrastructure and transmission media used. Generally, each topology means each type of network may use different may form with a different shape or may form may form a different type of network and different type of network infrastructures like instruments like cabling, different types of cabling required and different types of devices, network devices means hubs, routers, switches, repeaters, wireless devices. Similarly, all these are required, and media also, transmission media. It is also called as transmission media. Different types of transmission media are required. Means there are variety of cables are used, like cat 5 cable and twisted pair cable, like that. So each network have different types of medias also required. So basically, what are the four types of topologies and the networks? Bus network or bus topology, ring network or ring topology, mesh star network or star topology, and fourth one is mesh network and mesh topology. So why we need a topology? Choosing one topology over another can impact. Means every network or every network type have its their own characteristics and design and advantages and disadvantages. So, type of equipment the network needs, capabilities of the equipment, network's growth, why a network is managed. So, type of equipment means, as we already told you, every network have built with a variety of network equipment or hardware like hubs, switches, repeaters. Some of them uses wireless technologies, and some of uses like that. Capabilities of the equipment means the how capacity the equipment is, how far the capacity is capable with that network equipment. And networks growth means how can we add or how can we increase the network by adding number of nodes or clients. Similarly, where network is managed means in which way or how the network is managed. Managed means, so this is the first type of network is bus network or bus topology. First type of network is bus network or bus topology. This is the diagram. So in this diagram, a network cable is connected by using network cable or some Cat5 cable, or we may connect various devices into it, and each end of the cable means on the beginning of the table and the end of the table there are some instruments called terminators. Terminators are used to terminate the network. They are called as terminators. So by using these one cable only, we may connect from one device to another device. Devices means either PC or a computer or printer or anything. So simple physical topology, a bus topology. First one is a bus topology. A bus topology consists of, or a bus network. A bus topology consists of a single cable called a backbone. It is called as a backbone, connecting all nodes on a network with intervening connectivity devices. So the cable used in bus network or bus topology is called as, it is a backbone of the network. Generally it is Cat5 or category 5 cable, and by using that cable only we may connect all the devices of the network. Next one is devices share responsibility for getting data from one point to another. So devices generally use it taking responsibility for sending and receiving messages. Generally in networks, the data or information is transmitted via network, some small packets or messages. So network in bus network or bus topology, devices are used to send and receive the data or information or packets from one node. Node means a client, one node to another node. Terminator stops signals after reaching end of the wire, so prevent signal bounce. Generally in bus network, at each end of the cable or network, we may use the terminators to terminate the network signals. And inexpensive, not very scalable. Inexpensive means it is low cost and low cheap network, and not very scalable. What is scalable? And difficult to troubleshoot, not fault tolerant. Means very difficult to troubleshoot and not fault tolerant. Not fault tolerant means without fault tolerant means errors. Generally in bus network, errors may occur while cabling and while connecting, while terminators, everything, while connecting to the devices. So it is not at all fault tolerant. It means it is not 100% error free network, and it is troubleshooting is also very difficult. Why? Because in a large number of network with 100 nodes, when one terminator or one system is disconnected with terminator from the network, we can't find way to terminate or way to disconnect it, how to find out. All these things are very difficult to manage for a big network. So it is suitable only for a small number of clients or networks or devices, and it is not error free also. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of networks? Bus networks means works well for small networks. Means bus networks are only suitable for small networks with 10 to 20 nodes or computers only. Easy to install and relatively inexpensive to implement. Means very low cost, cheap, easy to install network. So disadvantages: management costs can be high. Means troubleshooting. Why? Because troubleshooting costs are very high. We frequently check where the network is broken and we may restore it back. Network disruption when computers are added or removed means while using in bus network, we may add any number of nodes or clients or computers to the existing network by simply adding some cable or connecting cable to new devices. So network disruption when computers are added means generally while adding or removing computers, it may take some time and it may disturb the existing network setup also. A break in the cable will prevent all systems from accessing the network. Generally, in bus network, another disadvantages while one node or one cable is disconnected or it is not properly connected, the entire network after that will be automatically gone. Means the systems are disconnected from the network. Difficult to troubleshoot. It is very difficult to troubleshoot and finding and restoring network for larger sizes or large number of systems. Next type is, so as we know that there are 4 types of networks or systems are there. First one is bus network, second one is ring network. So in ring network, this is the diagram of establishing or creating a ring network. So here we may use some device at the central location or a central point where there are many network devices like hubs, switches, repeaters and others. So each device is all the nodes and computers and devices are generally connected with these device only, are communicated with these device only. Means generally by networks or clients are sending and receiving messages or sending and receiving signals from using this device only. So simple physical topology, how to design ring topology. Each node is connected to the 2 nearest nodes, so the entire network forms a circle. One method for passing data on a ring network is token passing. Data travels around the network. Traffic flows in one direction only. Slow performance, one workstation goes down, whole network goes down. Network is highly dependent. So what are the properties or characteristics of ring network or ring topology? Each node is connected to the 2 nearest nodes, so that entire network forms a circle. So it is designed or it forms like it looks like a circle. Why? Because each node or each computer is connected with its two adjacent side computers or nodes, so that all the computers form a ring shape. One method for passing data on ring network is token passing. So how the data are message passing or signals or packets are transmitted in a ring network is by using algorithm called token passing algorithm or token passing methods. Data travels around the network, means in ring network from one if you want to send one message or one message from one system to another system, generally the packet or the message will be travels around the network to find out the source and to find out the destination, means to find out the source, sender and receiving stations. Generally in a network we may send some data or information or packets from sender to receiver. Sender to receiver means sender station or sender node to receiver node. So in ring networks, నాకు కూడా కాఫీ ఇచ్చి in ring network we may find out sender and receiver station. We may find out receiver station in the network. So next one is data travels around the network and traffic flows in one direction only, means it is a one unidirection or unique direction. There is generally the direction, the data can't be transmitted in two way or two types of transmissions in both ways, not in both ways, in only in one direction. and performance is slow, and if one workstation goes down, whole network goes down. Workstation means node. Workstation means client or node or some device on the in the network. So if one workstation goes down, the whole network goes down. Means if one is not connected or disconnected, entire network will collapse. Network is highly dependent, means total network and devices are dependent with adjacent systems or adjacent nodes or devices only. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of what are the advantages and disadvantages of using ring networks? Cable faults are easily located, making troubleshooting easier. Means we can easily troubleshoot the ring network and find out cable faults or cable loose connections, like that. Ring networks are moderately easy to install. Generally they are also very easy to install to form or set up a ring network. Disadvantage: expensive, means more costly, requires more cable and network equipment at start. So it generally required more lengthy cable and more number of network cables, network instruments like hubs, switches, like that. Expansion to the network can cause network disruption. Means to add some nodes or clients, new clients or new nodes, it is very difficult to add new nodes and new clients. The network will disturb, and a single break in the cable can disrupt the entire network. Means if cable at any where in a ring network may cause a total network collapse. So the third one is star network. So this is the diagram of establishing a star network. Generally in star network, all the nodes or computers or devices are connected to a centrally located network instrument or device called hubs, switches, repeaters, like that. So what are the advantages, features and applications of star network? Star network means every node on the network is connected through a central device called a hub or switch. So every node on the network is connected through a central device. So in star network, star topology or star network. Every node on the network is connected through a central device called hub or switch. So here we are using some switch and some nodes or computers. Any single cable connects only two devices. Cabling problem affect two nodes at most. So in star network, if one cable or one connection is disturbed, only those two nodes or computers may affect or devices may affect, and the rest of the network will remains the same. Requires more cabling than ring or bus network, more fault tolerant. Means generally it requires lengthy cable and network instruments and others, more fault tolerant. What is fault tolerant? Fault tolerant means errors on the network. So easily moved, isolated or interconnected with each other networks, that is scalable. Means star network, another advantage is we can easily move the total network, isolated or interconnected, or extend the network. Supports maximum of 1024 addressable nodes on logical network. So what are the advantages and disadvantages? Good option for modern networks, low startup costs, easy to manage, offers opportunities for expansion, Most popular topology in use, wide variety of equipment available. Disadvantage means hub is a single point of failure, requires more cable than the hub. Means hub is a single point of failure means if the hub itself is disconnected or hub itself is not working, the network will collapse, and generally it requires more cable than the bus network. The last one or last topology or last network is mesh topology or mesh network. In mesh topology or network, all the computers or devices or clients are connected with the remaining, directly connected with the remaining devices in the network. So mesh topology, each computer connects to each other, high level of redundancy. Redundancy means duplication of transmission or duplication of data, like that. Rarely used. Wiring is very complicated. Cabling cost is high. Troubleshooting a failed cable is tricky. A variation hybrid mesh create points to point. Connection between specific network devices often seen in WAN implementation. Generally, this mesh technologies are used in WAN. WAN means wireless area networks. What is kind of point to point connection? Point to point connection means can directly connect two nodes or devices directly with some cable or media. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using mesh technologies? Robust, there is the advantage of privacy or security. The network can be expanded without disturb to current users. Point to point links, disadvantages requires more cable than the other LAN topologies. Complicated implications, installation and reconnection are difficult, like that, expensive. So hybrid topology means it is a tree topology or a tree network. It combines all the features of the four topologies, that is star, bus, mesh, like that. So these are the main features of the all three popular networks or topologies: bus, star, ring. Bus network, star network, and ring network. Bus network, star network, and ring network. Bus network is small. Network will not be frequently reconfigured. Least expensive, less growth. Star network is easy to add or remove client services, easy to troubleshoot. Network is large. Network is expected to grow, means fast growth. Ring network means network must operate recently and high speed network is required. So these are the main components of the different types of networks or topologies. It is a compulsory essay type question. Right, thank you. For second year BSc or second year third year second year BA and BSc also.